Hello, friends! Welcome back to another Sunday stream. A little bit early because the Storytellers Horror Weekend Relay is going to go live at 6 o'clock. And I want to watch the stream, so we're gonna chat for a little bit and then get started on our first sprint in time for us all to watch it. I mean, you guys don't have to, but I'm gonna be doing it. Let me know that y'all can hear me okay. Also, my camera's been acting up. It has frozen several times backstage. So if that happens, we're just gonna deal with it. And we got Madison. I'ma just wait here. And Steve's just gonna wait there with you. Sasha put a jacket on her seat. This is the link to the Weekend Relay announcement stream. Pink face drinking tea to you too, Wendy. Zainab says, ahoy. That's really cute. There are 5 waiting, and we are the 5. We're up to 7 people now. The Bust of Tears? I don't know if I like that one, Steeg. Yeah, little bit of an early start. Just, why not? I don't know if it's so much a watch party, because it's not like I'll have it up on my screen to like comment on it or anything, and I feel like that's more a watch party, but we could all just watch it individually. And Lisa's here. Hello. Thank you, Steeg. I am glad. How has everyone's day been? How's everyone's past 2 weeks been? Because I didn't stream last week because I was at a hockey game. I am so tired. I feel like January has been so crazy, hectic, busy, and I need a break. Yeah, I'm just tired. I could, but I don't want to do that. Lisa woke up less than 2 hours ago. Fair enough. I took like a micro nap before dinner because I came downstairs forgetting that it actually takes time to make dinner, and I like didn't bring anything to entertain me, so I just sat and like sat with Gremlin while Jacob made dinner. We had chicken quesadillas. They were very good. Steeg says, my weekend's been a bust, but tomorrow's a new beginning. That it is. I've had a pretty chill weekend. Yesterday, the cats had their yearly checkup at the vet, and it went well. Chloe was so brave. Chloe does not like other people. She's kind of a little scaredy baby. She was crying in the car all the way to the vet, but then once we got there, she calmed down, and then she didn't cry at all. She didn't try to run away. She was so brave. Gremlin has no problem with other people. And that's great because she's a little freak and everyone likes to look at her and pick her up and talk about how weird she looks. Literally, the vet came in and like cupped Gremlin's face and was just staring into Gremlin's eyes while asking us questions of like, oh, like, is there anything we need to worry about? Are they caught up on all their shots? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it was so funny. But yeah, today I haven't done anything. I slept in till like 8:30. Normally we get up at 7 to feed the cats, but they got late breakfast today because I was up watching Katie stream. Yeah, there were so many shenanigans yesterday, so we're all sleepy. I literally feel like I just got up and the day is over. Well, you have 3 extra hours, don't you? Because you're on the West Coast, right? Am I making that up? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lisa says my weekend has been great, actually. I read a whole book this weekend, basically. Nice. I love my cats so much, except neither of those things are true for me. Ah, yes. Grammy is my fave. Yeah. Everybody loves Grammy. It's okay. Chloe does not mind. Chloe does not want other people to perceive her. She's just gonna go sit in the corner. You can hang out with Gremlin. Oh my gosh, when we had our friends over for Secret Santa, it was so sad, but like also kind of funny. Because my friends are very loud, and so Chloe went, and I have like a little plastic tote under my nightstand full of like miscellaneous things, and she went and wedged herself behind that and fell asleep. It was really funny. But also, I felt bad because she just doesn't like people, and they were there for a long time. Yeah, pet with a normal human name. Dog named Tim? Yes, please. I want to say no to that one because Tim is my dad's name and also my brother's name, so that feels really weird. But yeah, generally, a pet with a human name. Um, my sister Caitlin does not have any pets. She wants a cat really bad, but cannot get one yet. But she wants to name her cat Richard. That's her dream. It is when the cats are supposed to be fed at 7 o'clock. So sometimes I say sometimes, almost every single weekday, I don't get out of bed until Jacob has already like fed the cats and showered and everything. I let him take care of all the morning stuff. But yeah, they were supposed to get fed at 7 and they did not get fed at 7. And you know what? They're fine. So it's not true, it just feels true. Okay, that's fair. I was like, I said that, and then I started doubting myself. I'm like, wait, is Wendy actually on the West Coast? Yeah, that's fine. I don't judge. People have different sleeping habits. There was a period of time in my life where I didn't get out of bed till 10:30 every day. There was a period of time in my life where I got up at 5 a.m. every day. Things change. Nowadays, I'm like a 7 o'clock on the weekends so I can feed the cats, but then I just chill for a while before I actually do anything. And then during the weekday, because Jacob gets up for work and like feeds the cats and everything, I don't really get out of bed until like 8:39. So that's just the phase of life I'm in. A hamster named Jacob. I don't know about that. We lived with friends several years back, and our roommate had a hamster named Hamter. Hampter. I don't know why he came up with that name, but that's what the hamster's name was. Yeah, Richard is a great name for a cat. I'm imagining like a little tuxedo kitten. That's Richard. Sasha says I wanted to get a cat and name him Mr. Richard Parker. That's cute. I love that. 8:30 is sleeping in for me too, but then I go to bed at 10 p.m. so it evens out. Yeah, Wendy, I agree. I don't go to sleep at 10, but I'm usually in bed like 10:30, and then I read a little bit until Jacob comes to bed, and then we actually like go to sleep. Hello, Katie. Welcome. West Coast Wendy. Heck yeah. That sounds like you know how there's like Malibu Barbie and everything? That's what that is. That's West Coast Wendy. Yes. Hey, Busty. I tried to explain Busty to Jacob and he just didn't get it. Ooh. I've never seen or read Life of Pi, but I have heard good things about both the book and the movie. Maybe one day. Hamster sounds like a rich hamster name, someone who owns a house in the Hamptons. That's really funny. I like that a lot. Yeah, he had to be there and he wasn't. He was riding his bike. Oh my god, literally, he got home last night and like was just chilling downstairs and then we went to bed and normally he shows me like his bike route and everything when he goes when he gets home, but last night. It was really late, so he showed me everything this morning, and then he was showing me like pictures and video clips that him and all the people he was with were taking, and I'm like, were you biking through Silent Hill? It was so foggy. Like, it was genuinely creepy. I'm like, how did you travel around in that? But they went and they had a bonfire and s'mores and stuff, so he had a good time. That's true. West Coast makes people think of California, and Wendy is not in California. That's fair. Sasha tried to explain Busty to her husband. He just smiled and nodded. Listen, they just don't get it like we do. Katie says, "Oh, I love Life of Pi, both the movie and the book. Although I read/watched it in high school. So do I still feel that way? I don't know. That's why I'm doing my vlog of reading books that I read a long time ago, and we're gonna see if I still like them. Spoiler alert for that vlog, it's not gonna come out for a couple of weeks, so y'all are not gonna remember, but the first book I DNF'd, the second book I didn't DNF, but I did unhaul it, and then this is the third one that I have not started yet. It is House of Furies by Madeline Rue. This was my favorite book of 2020, so we're gonna see if it holds up and that I want to continue on with the series. So that's that vlog. And then I have like a bunch more on my shelf. So I think I'm going to do 2 more iterations of this vlog, maybe like every other month. I don't know. I think it's just kind of fun to revisit some things. Hampter Bartholomew the Second. Pray for Pyramid Head to take me out immediately. Very fair. Did not the late night fog during the bike ride. That's asking for something bad. Yeah, he goes on a lot of late night bike rides. Like, literally, there's the full moon rides that start at like 11 p.m., where understandably every full moon they go on a bike ride. There's the time that the Philadelphia Marathon was happening. So the night before it happened, they all went out at midnight to bike the course. It's insane. No. I will never return to House of Night. That is. Mm-mm. The DNF was Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl, which I did go back on Goodreads. The book that I didn't DNF predates me having Goodreads, so I read it prior to 2015. But Neverworld Wake, I only gave it a 3 out of 5 the first time I read it, so I don't know why I kept it in the first place. But Bartholomew Hampton Montgomery, but you can call him Hammy. I like that. We should probably get going on a sprint soon, so I'm just gonna zoom through these comments, and then while we're watching the release date announcement for the Storyteller's Hearth, y'all can let me know what you're working on. We have Bookara here. Hello. Your name is your name Danielle? I feel like I know that. But also correct me if I'm wrong. Reading Foundryside. Nice. That is on my list of things to check out. Okay. So many comments. Hampton have a Sir in his name. Personally found him at an Oxford, but friends did. Interesting. Or Monty. Okay, good. I'm glad. This Storyteller's Hearth is going to start soon. Announcement is going to start soon. We're going to start the timer. We'll be back in 44 minutes and 44 seconds to chat about what we're all doing. Okay, friends, that is the end of our first sprint. How did that go for y'all? Right before we went on the sprint, Lisa said watching the date announcement thing and Prob's reading or playing Sims because I'm anxious. Entirely valid. And then we had a JC join us. How are you, JC? We did do some time traveling because I was in the middle of something and I didn't want to interrupt myself. Hold on tight, spider monkeys. Madison asked for an opinion, and I got some sass. This was just a very funny exchange. I don't know why I'm clicking on every single comment, but I am. Doing the dreaded no quotation marks in one of my drafts, and I want to know would doing italics instead would make it better than doing nothing. Yeah, I also don't know about this no quotation marks thing. I didn't know that was something that people do. I love this emoticon. That's so funny. Some eyeballs. This is not the draft that Zainab is reading. Yeah, wait, it's a thing to not have quotation marks at all when it comes to dialogue? As long as you aren't using them a lot for other things. That's a very good point. Like, if you do italics for emphasis, then maybe don't do that for, like, dialogue. Sally Rooney does it. I'm not sure I know another notable example. Interesting. I'm trying to be cool because the whole novel is someone essentially telling a folktale, so it's already technically in quotations. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did come back from a sprint. We have to talk about what we did. Lisa watched the announcement and just vibed, and then watched Dan and Phil, very me coded. Fair enough. JC's doing good. I am chilling. I'm tired, but we're all tired. That's nothing new. During that sprint, I also watched. Sorry, my boyfriend started doing something loud downstairs and I was very confused. I also watched the announcement video and I've been filling out my bullet journal for the week. So I have to do my to do list and my tarot pull and everything in the next sprint. I do love time travel. I don't, actually. As like a trope, obviously there are exceptions and there have been different pieces of media that use time travel that I enjoy, but for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of like books and movies and shows and stuff that use time travel. It's your fun fact of the day. Aside from watching the announcement, I'm working on a new playlist graphic idea. Too old for young people shenanigans, Madison? I say use like they're free. And it's someone telling a folktale, so technically they are quotable. If I remember correctly, Sally Rooney does it because it's something very specific to where she's from. Where is she from? I'm gonna Google. Oh, she's Irish. I didn't know that. Huh. I've never read any Sally Rooney, and I probably wouldn't because they're just not in a genre that I read, but I know she's very prolific and beloved. I usually use italics to show in her head thoughts. You should never not use quotation marks for dialogue. Well, it definitely depends. I've definitely seen other examples, like how sometimes you use double quotation marks while other places use single quotation marks instead of it. I know in Italian they have a double caret on either side instead of quotation marks to mark dialogue. It definitely can be something you play around with, but you have to like really consider why you're doing it. I had to force it because the emojis with the tongue out are all wrong. No, I agree. 100%. Stieg did the 3-card spread for the upcoming week. Got the Queen of Wands. Ooh. I will share with you guys what my tarot card is when I pull it. I do have my deck out already. What about using single quotations? Which is to say, stay fiercely determined and focused on my goals while being friendly and optimistic with those around me. The what? Wendy, what does this mean? I don't know what this statement means. Time travel in a romance? No thanks. Time travel in a sci fi? Sure. No, I'm so picky about my sci fi. Like, there are very few tropes in sci fi and like themes and stuff that I absolutely love. A lot of things I don't like unless it's done in a very specific way. But that's like mostly in books. I'm much pickier about sci-fi books than I am about like movies and TV shows and stuff. I feel like I watch a lot more sci-fi than I read, which is very strange to me, but that's just how it is. It's a bit of a gag to get after struggling with my goals all weekend. You were writing the Sturgill carriage. I love your little drop-down menu options on your tracker, Stieg. It's so funny. Kind of in the all or nothing about it. Might try it for draft one and see what kind of feedback I get. Altered specifically to rhyme. Oh. Do you mean like Bujo? Okay. I'm stupid, Wendy. You can't be making jokes and stuff. I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, single quotations is usually for when you're quoting someone within a quote or using a title something within a quote. In American English, it's yeah, like Stieg points out, British English is the opposite, where it's single quotes regularly and then double quotes if you're quoting within a quote. I've been seeing the Intermezzo cover everywhere. I hate the cover for Intermezzo. I genuinely, I've seen a couple of them, and that like yellow gray checkerboard, it's so ugly to me. I'm sorry. I genuinely don't like it at all. Yeah, carrots are the arrows, so like this is an up carrot. And yeah, these are the two side carrots. So in Italian, if you open up a book that's in Italian, it won't have quotation marks. It'll have a double caret on either side of the dialogue with the carrots pointing out from the dialogue. I would show you, but the only book I have in Italian is all the way back there and I don't feel like grabbing it. What is this? He looks like a little guy with an eye patch. My favorite is the guy that you can do. I think it's so funny. I also like the bat that I found for Crystal. Crystal puts it in her name on her streams and stuff. It's so fun. I miss emoticons. Emojis are great, but sometimes they just don't have the right vibe. You got this, Wendy. I believe in you. I'm not even in on the carriage this weekend. No, not the dysentery. Oh man. Yeah, I'm really easily overwhelmed. What are your sci-fi book likes? Good question. Let me actually look at my shelf and see what sci-fi books I have on there. Um, Kindred was fun. I say talking about a time travel book when I just said I don't like time travel, but Kindred did it really well. Um, Maybe I just don't read sci-fi. Genuinely? Hmm. Oh, the Lunar Chronicles. I do like sci-fi like robots and stuff. So like the Lunar Chronicles has androids and cyborgs. I do enjoy that. I think that's because I really like Star Trek. I like space travel books. sometimes. They have to be done well. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've always said I love sci-fi, but maybe I just don't because there's like 4 sci-fi books on my shelf. Also, though, sometimes there are things that you could count as sci-fi or you could count as fantasy, like ghosts. Ghosts could be sci-fi or they could be fantasy. Vampires could be sci-fi or they could be fantasy. It depends on how you actually like bring them into your world. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's fair. I understand. I get the vibe. I just don't. I think it's the colors. I really do think it's the colors. It's just not a great shade of yellow or gray. That's very fair, Wendy. I appreciate it. I am still a little bit stupid, but maybe not in this instance. No, I'm not stupid. I'm dumb. That's the difference. I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. I say that a lot because boy am I dumb sometimes. Oh, in Norway they also use the carrots. I did not know that. The the Mia Noble? Yep. That's yeah. If it's orange, hold on. I don't know if that's better. Oh my god, I get it, cause Barnes. I take it back. I'm dumb and stupid. Maybe we should sprint. My Barnes and Noble is just showing the yellow cover. Is there an oh? Oh, okay, yeah, I do like the orange. The orange is okay cuz it makes the thing the gray, it makes it look less gray and more beige. Yeah, that one's okay. I don't like the yellow. So many comments. It is a little guy with an eye patch. Oh, hey, Crystal. Were you here when I mentioned you like 8 years ago? It's been a while. I'm so behind on I'm only like 4 minutes behind on comments. Speaking of Crystal, hi, Crystal. Oh, that is a good little guy. I was talking about the bat that you have in your name when you stream, the little emoticon, because we were talking about emoticons. I thought he was a little penguin with an eye patch. That's very fair. He might be a penguin. And there's this one. Table flip. Yes. There's one to put it back. Oh, the table. Oh! The top line doesn't show up on StreamYard. Interesting. A little bear. The tables. See, that's where you're wrong. Because I'm also quite smart and good at hiding how dumb I am sometimes. But believe me, I'm very dumb. And I think that's fine. Be a cool art piece to have all these emoticons in rows and columns, just like 100 of them. That's a cute one. Thank you, Madison. Okay, okay. Oh, now I have to look up the blue cover. I like how I'm doing this on my laptop and not the big computer, so I can't share it with you guys. Oh, that one's not even a chessboard. That one, I don't know how I feel about that one either. I don't know. It makes me almost want to read it. I'm calling the store Madison and Noble from now on. Yeah, that's fair. Let's give Mars a break, says me, the one commenting too much. Comment as much as you want, Madison. You are perfectly fine. That's true. The yappy crowd. The little bat friend. See? Look at how cute this little guy is. I love him. Adorable. Oh god, Zaynab's flipping two tables. This is so funny. Used to have a cheat sheet for the longer form emoticons once upon a time. That's fair. I never type them out. I always just search them and click on them. Us keeping the chat going. Oh, yeah. We should get to a sprint though, so I can get stuff done and reset my brain. I need to do like a little factory reset on me. Maybe that I can actually keep up with the conversation. Also, we've been streaming for an hour and a half already, so I gotta click all the buttons. Nope, I didn't mean to click the start one yet. I meant to add it first. I'm doing great. I'm so small in my frame. In case you guys didn't know, my camera is very finicky, and if I try to lower it to make myself more in frame, it won't work. So, this is where I am. Just a little goblin in the corner. But yeah, we're gonna do another B timer. I'm gonna pull my tarot card. Good vibes, guys. Send me all the good vibes. We'll be back in 45 minutes. Okay, friends, that is the end of sprint number 2. So let me know how y'all did. I did see that JK has joined us. Hello, welcome. Lisa says, I just played video games and watched YouTube. Don't even regret it, TBH. Honestly, you shouldn't. That sounds like a great time. I finished my bullet journaling, and I did in fact pull my tarot card. The card that I pulled is the Four of Cups. That's what it looks like. And it's basically a card of contemplation and kind of like reassessing the situation and like adjusting expectations and things like that. So it's a good one. It's giving me quite a bit to think about. So that's fun. I then got ice cream and it was delicious. It was peanut butter swirl. And then I read a little bit. I have read 25 pages, so very much just a little bit. Yeah, it was a good sprint. I did some reading, wrapping up my annual read of The Hobbit. I love that for you. I want to reread The Lord of the Rings this year and then potentially reread The Hobbit at the end of the year. Because it just feels like an end of the year cozy situation to me. But I don't know. I haven't read The Lord of the Rings in a hot minute, but it feels like this is a good year to do it. I don't know why. Biblio is so unserious. Bilbo, even. That's very fair. Listen to playlist. Did the journaling. Love that for you. Stieg is also thinking about putting in his nose piercing again. Ooh. I've not had it for 4 years or so now, but I low-key miss it. But also, battling with not feeling like 37 is too old for a nose ring. Fair enough. I don't know. I always thought it'd be cool to get a septum piercing, but I also am very weird about things on my face, so that's never gonna actually happen, but I can just imagine. Jacob's been talking about getting his ears pierced. I don't know if he's ever gonna actually do it. We should. We should figure out a time to reread them together. That would be so much fun. I am pretty much booked through February with my reading plans, or at least I will be once I do my TBR for February, because I have so many books to read. It's a little bit overwhelming, honestly, but like in like the spring, we can circle back to this and set up a time to do a little buddy read. Made some edits. May finish this edit by tomorrow. Is that possible? Who is she? She is Sasha, and she is killing it. I love that. I'm so excited. Even if you don't finish it tomorrow, even if it takes you like an extra day or two, that's still amazing. You've been making so much great work. I'd want a septum too, but my nose wall is crooked, so it'd sit crooked on my face. Oof. That's fair. I don't know. I just don't like things on my face, but like they look so cool. Live your best life. Ring that nose, Stieg. Ooh, I don't know, because I want to read The Hobbit at the end of the year, and I don't want to like double up. So maybe if we push that back a little bit. I think the story starts late August, lol. We could start in August. I feel like August, September, October. I could make that work. And then I could read The Hobbit in either November or December. Let me know. September 22nd, the book starts. Oh, yeah, duh. That's their birthday. That's also my best friend Tiara's birthday. Fun fact. We are potentially going to see Nosferatu tomorrow. Yes, I saw Nosferatu 2 weeks ago with my boyfriend and his friends, but Tiara wasn't there, and it was a really good movie. But also, it's like snowing a lot, and it's going to snow throughout the entire night as well, so it might be too much of inclement weather to go out in it. But we might hang out tomorrow. Yeah. Tiara's birthday is the same as Bilbo and Frodo. And then whenever we talk about having the same birthdays as characters, she reminds me that my birthday is the same as uh, the oh god, Oscar the Grouch, his pet worm, who I believe is named Slimy, has my birthday. So that's fun. That's definitely equal to having the same birthday as Bilbo and Frodo. OMG, a sleigh tiara. I've seen that one shot of Count Olaf crawling on the bed and has been decided that I shan't see it. Count Olaf! Don't you do that to my boy, Count Olaf. I think it's sick as hell. I loved this movie. I want to watch the original and then the. Is it 80s version? I don't remember. We could do September, October, November, and then I read The Hobbit in December. That sounds that sounds lovely. Right now, the only books that I have set for the end of the year are book club picks and also spoiler alert, this is something I've talked about but not in any level of seriousness, but I want to start a Dark Academia book club and I'm thinking that it'll be bi-monthly and I want to start it in September because like that's the start of a new school year and it just feels right for Dark Academia. So it would be like one book for September, October, one book for November, December. So like I could totally fit in Lord of the Rings, right? I'm totally not making a mistake here overbooking myself. Yes, Facebook Tiara. That's the exact one. We met on the very first day of college when it was like move-in day. We were part of the same orientation group and then we like hung out that whole day and at the end of the day we were like, well, we should probably like head back to our rooms and stuff, and then we found out that we lived across the hall from each other and we've been best friends ever since. Had to reach into the recesses of my mind and remembered Oscar's worm's name. Yeah, Slimy. It has been decided then. You're gonna have to remind me though, Steeg. Set a reminder on your phone to yell at us in September to read the first Lord of the Rings. And no, I would feel weird if I just made a book club and then I was just like, okay, everybody, you have to read my books. But I should be more pushy with my books because I have not sold a single copy or had anybody read any of my books on Kindle Unlimited this month. So this might be my first zero sale month, and that's a terrifying thought. Like, usually I get anywhere from like $5 to $15 a month, and this month, so far I've got zero, and we're already 19 days into it, and that's stressful. But yeah. Yeah, Dark Academia. The first one I can say is going to be The Secret History because if you're doing Dark Academia, like it literally, like not even exaggerating, The Secret History is the thing that started the Dark Academia trend, and it just feels right. Even though that's a book I said I would never ever read because it does weird things with twins that I don't super vibe with, but it's fine. I feel like if I'm going to make a Dark Academia book club, the first one has to be The Secret History. And then I don't know about the one for November, December. I do have Babel on my TBR, but I might get to that ahead of time. I've got a couple of other ones on my TBR. I've got a couple on my shelf that I might want to reread. We'll see. We'll see what it ends up being. Yeah, the individual books don't look too thick, but the omnibus is a brick. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what you were thinking the same of, Sasha. I went off on a tangent and now I'm lost. Lisa's reading Revelry this year. Exciting. I really hope you love it. Hey Siri, set a reminder for September 20th. That's the day after my birthday. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Is my birthday's almost Bilbo and Frodo's, but not quite. So yeah, George R. R. Martin type of weird for sure. Which like I get it. I I've said it before. It's real weird, but I'm gonna say it again. Obviously, I don't mean this as like a thing, but incest used for literary reasons, like to explore themes and stuff, I get it. I understand. And I think that's what happens in The Secret History. I just haven't read it and I've only seen people talking about it on the internet, and the way they talk about it gives me a weird vibe. But like Gothic literature, incest is a staple. Like, and I love Gothic literature. I understand its like purpose in literature, but like it has to be done with reason, you know? Like I don't want to be reading a book that just has it for no reason. So, yeah. So those are my thoughts on that. We do have one more sprint that we're gonna do, and it is gonna be the full 44:44. Even though we started early, we are gonna end at the normal end time. Mm-hmm. So, gonna add that back to the stage. Listen, man, it's nothing new. I've definitely talked about my thoughts on it in literature before. Like, I have a degree in literature. Obviously, I'm going to have weird thoughts on different things involving themes and such. Good night, Stieg. It's been lovely having you here, and I look forward to the buddy reading. Another good night for Stieg. You're welcome. Yeah. It was very funny. Earlier, I broke out into a fit of giggles because I remembered Madison's "What did you just call me?" comment, and then I remembered Zainab in the Discord being like, "What was that?" when Madison posted the GIF and then deleted it. It was really funny, even just remembering it happening. So, we're just all full of laughs today. Alrighty, I am going to hit play on the timer. This is gonna be our last sprint. I will see you guys on the other side of the bees. Okay, friends, that is the end of our third and final sprint. So we'll be wrapping things up shortly. Let me know what you did during those 44 minutes and 44 seconds. We did lose Lisa. I I watched a little bit of YouTube, and by that I mean I clicked through a million videos, and none of them were really holding my attention. So I didn't really watch any of them, but then I did reading while I was doing that, and I got to page 79. So I'm making some good progress. I'm already almost a quarter of the way into this. So that's fun. It's interesting. I really like the artwork. It's split up into sections, and each section has this like dark blue gallery wall type thing, and the pictures in each one change. So like there's that one further on at the end of the book. There's like this one. They're really cool. I like that a lot. And then the chapter dividers all have this like portal looking thing. So really cool. I can't imagine how expensive that must be to print it though. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. The front also has a little eyeball on it that's like crossed out with an X. It's pretty fun. Nice design. Looks like no one is answering. I'll give it another minute. I don't want to dip while people are still typing. I think for the rest of the evening, I'm just going to do more reading because it's only 9 o'clock where I'm at. So I might go downstairs and hang out with my boyfriend and my cats and read a little bit more and then go to bed at like 10. That sounds like a plan. Sasha took a nap because she got sleepy. That's very fair. I'm very sleepy. And Wendy wrote a paragraph while feeling indecisive over how to go forward in my draft. I know that feeling very well. If you need help, maybe drop some stuff in the Discord and we can help you figure it out. Or you can figure it out on your own. I don't know. Sometimes it's helpful to just talk things through. Whew. Yeah. That was everything. I will not be streaming next week. I know it's on the calendar, but something came up. So no stream next Sunday, but I'll be back the Sunday after, I think. Should be. And we'll already be in February by then. Dang. Crazy. But thank you all for being here. Thank you, JC, for showing up and hanging out. It's been so lovely. Oop, I'm pressing buttons. Okay. I may do that if I can figure out how to ask that. Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, I'm going to push all the buttons and play the outro and all that. Oh, I keep forgetting they moved stuff around on StreamYard, so the intros and outros and everything are in a different spot. That's annoying. Probably tomorrow. That's fair. So, yeah. Thank you all for showing up. I will see you in 2 weeks for the next Sunday night stream. Have a good night, everyone.